Royal Rumble is tonight. Let's talk about Raw and SmackDown before we get there.
What's up, guys? The phenomenal AJ Styles, and you're watching Bretto Live.
What is going on, guys? Bretto Live back with another video, and these are your Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown highlights from this past week. Of course, we have the Royal Rumble tonight, which I'm going to be fully covering that show tomorrow morning, so stay tuned for that video. It's going to be an absolute banger. We're going to be talking about winners, losers, matches, all of the above. Stay tuned for it. We're going to start off with Monday Night Raw first. Halfway through the video, we're jumping into SmackDown. Let's jump into Raw. Is Seth injured? Did Damien Priest beat Drew McIntyre? Let's talk about it. We opened up the show with Seth Rollins, and this was one of the most anticipated promos of all time from Seth Rollins. He comes out, we're all wondering, is he injured? Is he injured? Will he be out for WrestleMania? Seth Rollins is injured, but the way that he described it, I'm no doctor. I don't really know too much about muscles and all that different stuff. Obviously tearing a muscle is never good, right? But Seth Rollins, the way that he talked about it, it didn't seem like that he's going to be missing WrestleMania. He said, I will defend this championship at WrestleMania and whatever it takes. And I'm like, who is going to interrupt this? Gunther! Very interesting. The Intercontinental Champion, Gunther, comes out, pays his respects to Seth Rollins, which I was really shocked. I thought this was going to be a beatdown. I'm like, oh, is Gunther going to take out Seth? Send a message for the Royal Rumble? Gunther, of course, is in the Royal Rumble, and he says to Seth Rollins that he is going to win the Rumble and choose Seth to face at WrestleMania. Once again, they finished this promo off with a handshake, and I was very freaking shocked. Gunther showing a really professional side here, of course, because he respects the sport. Seth Rollins, I thank God that he's not, like, seriously injured. Obviously, he is injured, but it's not, like, that crazy to where he can't defend the title at WrestleMania. I guess. I don't know. Right promo to open up the show, it does get interrupted by the New Day, who attack Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser on ringside, because, of course, they were outside of the ring during that promo. They attack Gio and Ludwig. It leads to their tag team match that they had scheduled. Of course, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston going against Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser of Imperium. This was a solid tag team match that did end in a double countout, and I was like, ooh, I don't know about that ending. But it was actually really good in the end because they intensified this storyline even more. It was already intense after Ludwig bashed the head of Kofi Kingston, after Xavier Woods and berserk and almost killed freaking Ludwig Kaiser. This has been a solid rivalry. They brawl all the way out into the WWE universe, and remember, at this point, it's already been a double countout, so the match is thrown out the window. New Day do double spear takedowns to take out Ludwig and Giovanni Vinci and then send them through two tables, and once again, this just intensified this rivalry, and I kind of like it. I do like this. I don't know how it's going to end. I mean, this was pretty solid. Maybe the New Day just end with a W, but I thought this was pretty solid, and I can get down with this rivalry. And obviously, Jey Uso has the New Day's back always. Valala went one-on-one with Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile looking to bounce back, of course, after a loss against Rhea Ripley for the Women's Championship. We did have Maxine Dupree on ringside for Ivy Nile, looking absolutely gorgeous the entire time. This match was pretty solid. I mean, nothing too special from it. We did see Ivy Nile pick up the victory over Valhalla, and I wouldn't expect anything more. I mean, I wanted Ivy Nile to win. I feel like she deserved this one. Valhalla plays more of a manager role, and I don't really see why she would have needed this victory. But yeah, hats off to Ivy Nile, taking a W. She's looking good. Nia Jax thinks she's going to win the Royal Rumble. Becky Lynch interrupts her promo, says she's going to win the Royal Rumble. Halfway through that, Bayley interrupts and says, I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. Obviously, it ends in an all-out brawl. Could one of these women win the Royal Rumble? There's a prediction video on my YouTube channel. Check it out. We talk about all the matches happening at the Royal Rumble, and we talk about the winners and the losers. Check out the prediction video. Once again, it's already on the channel. This promo ended in an all-out brawl with Nia Jax on top. She hits a massive leg drop on Bayley and stays there and freaking chokes her out. I'm like, oh my goodness. So Nia Jax looking dominant going into the Royal Rumble. I guess this promo wasn't too bad. I mean, nothing too special, but yeah. Just basically proves that Nia isn't going to win at the Royal Rumble. The Miz went one-on-one with Dominic Mysterio. This match wasn't half bad. We did have the Judgment Day on ringside, to be exact, Finn Balor and J.D. McDonough. Of course, The Miz had to deal with J.D. McDonough and Finn Balor the entire time during this match, leading to The Miz's loss. Mysterio was able to hit a frog splash off the top rope to pick up the victory over The Miz. After the match, Finn Balor wanted to show a little aggressive side because he wanted to prove to Rhea Ripley that he could still be aggressive and he could still be be super duper mean in the ring, so he decided to beat up The Miz after the bell, after the match, and then DIY came out to even up the odds, because of course DIY is going to be going up against Finn Balor and Damien Priest for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships very, very soon here on Raw. So they wanted to help out The Miz, back him up a little bit so they don't injure The Miz and take him out. This wasn't bad. Chad Gable went one-on-one with Ivar, and I have no clue why Chad Gable did not win this. There's no reason why Ivar should have won this match. Like, literally, I know he's been on a roll the past couple of weeks, but he didn't need to beat Chad Gable. This match was pretty decent. We did have Chad Gable about to close in on the victory, and then Valhalla jumped up on the apron, distracted Chad Gable, allowed for Ivar to literally drop Chad Gable right on his head, and I'm like, are you literally trying to kill this guy? And then he hits his little moonsault off the top rope, and then pins Chad Gable 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, bro, Chad Gable needed this. Like, he could have suplexed Ivar and, like, won with that. I was like, bro, why did Chad Gable not win this match? Anyways, Ivar looking more strong here on Monday Night Raw as a singles competitor, of course, because Eric is injured. So, yeah, Chad Gable takes the L, unfortunately. I'm a big Chad Gable fan, so this is always heartbreaking to see Chad Gable lose. 40 years of Hulk Hogan. Absolutely insane. He had a little promo video package, if you will, talking about his 40 years as a WWE superstar. A pretty awesome video package. I hope they do another one very similar to that at the Royal Rumble. I think he deserves it. And at the end of his promo, he did tease that he could possibly be in the Royal Rumble, and I'm like, please no. We do not need that. Leave that spot for a younger talent, for real. Hulk Hogan's time is done, bro. For real. I hate to say that, but his time is done, bro. Leave that for somebody else. But I did like this video package. I hope they once again do another one at the Royal Rumble, a bigger one for Hulk Hogan. I think he deserves it. Or maybe an appearance from Hulk Hogan. I think that'd be pretty solid. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes were set to go face-to-face, and they absolutely did. My goodness, they crushed it. I love this promo so much. Talking about their past, family, CM Punk bringing up Dusty Rhodes, CM Punk telling Cody Rhodes he's more of the American dream than he'll ever be, which is just insane. The way that he led up to that line, too, was insane. Talking about his father. I was like, oh my god, this is so freaking good. It ended with a little freaking beef, because Cody Rhodes rammed the shoulder of Punk before he was about to walk out of the ring, and I'm like, that's unlike Cody. Normally Cody's really professional, but he got heated in this one. So did Punk too. They went face to face. They had like nose to nose, dude. Like, it's either one of these two guys, in my opinion, that is winning the Royal Rumble. Other people might have different opinions, but check out our official prediction video on the channel now. They go face to face, and then it doesn't end in a brawl. It does not end in an all-out brawl. They sort of just go their separate ways, back away, exit the ring, and I'm like, wow, what a heck of a promo. It literally is not Wednesday. It's not Wednesday. It's not Dynamite. And seeing two former AEW guys cutting a kick butt promo on Monday Night Raw felt so dang good, bro. Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark went up against Candace, Laray, and Indy Hartwell, and once again, this felt like another number one contenders match for the Women's Tag Team Championships, because after Zoe Stark hit the Z360 on Candace LeRae to win the match, we did see the current champs walk in the ring. Kaden Carter and Katana chance. They enter the ring, and then they get attacked from behind by the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kyrie. They hold up the belts and send their message that they're going to be possibly winning the Tag Team Championships. Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark didn't even bother with the brawl. They got their W. They exited the ring. Not bad overall. You know, building a little stuff for the Women's Tag Team Championships. I can get down with that. It was our main event of the show. Damien Priest looked to get a little revenge on Drew McIntyre for screwing him over when he tried to cash in Money in the Bank. R-Truth interrupts this match by coming up on the apron and asking for the code to Damien Priest's Money in the Bank briefcase to put his cut of merchandise money in it. And I'm like, R-Truth, this couldn't be more of a worse time to ask for the code of the Money in the Bank briefcase. Damien Priest gets distracted. Claymore kick by Drew McIntyre. 1, 2, 3. And Damien Priest is going to be very pissed off with R-Truth. He even took out R-Truth. He hit R-Truth, bro, which normally Damien Priest doesn't do. He grew a soft spot for R-Truth, but not this time. He was heated. He's like, Truth, get out of here. Drew McIntyre took advantage. Claymore. And 1, 2, 3, you already know Drew McIntyre picking up the victory. Not a bad way to end the show. Drew McIntyre finally winning a match and not losing a match. So he won't have any excuses this time because he won. Not bad. Not a bad way to end Raw. Overall, I thought this Raw was pretty solid. If you guys didn't hear, I am ranking the WWE shows out of 10 now. I jumped from 5 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. Raw out of 10, I got to give a solid 6.5 out of 10. And now we're going to jump into SmackDown. Friday Night SmackDown, the go-home show to the Royal Rumble. Was it good? Was it bad? We're going to talk about it. Opening up the show with the Viper, Randy Orton. Well, I actually lied. He was introduced by Eladio. I'm not too familiar with this Eladio person, but if anybody knows anything about him, feel free to inform me down in the comment section down below. But he introduces Randy Orton. Randy Orton makes an awesome entrance, comes out, gets interrupted by AJ Styles. AJ Styles isn't too happy about that RKO that he received last week. Tells Randy Orton he's going to be receiving a receipt here very, very soon. I didn't know AJ Styles meant within the next couple minutes. And then here comes LA Knight, another guy part of that Fatal 4-Way, today at the freaking Royal Rumble for that Universal Championship with Roman Reigns. I'm so freaking excited for that. LA Knight saying that he's going to win that Fatal 4-Way match, and Paul Heyman thought he was the threat, so that's why he has to face Solo one-on-one tonight. LA Knight leaves the ring. AJ Styles gives Randy Orton that one receipt with a kick to the midsection and a Pele kick to the head. AJ Styles looking like a heel here, taking out Randy Orton in the beginning of the show. The crowd wasn't too fond of this. Overall, I did enjoy this opening promo, setting up for our match later, which is Solo versus LA Knight, creating some more beef with AJ Styles and the rest of the guys in the match. Carlito went one-on-one with Santos Escobar. We did have the LWO on ringside, as well as the Legato del Fantasma, Humberto and Angel. This match wasn't half bad. Ever since Carlito returned, I feel like they've been doing him dirty on the main roster. That's just me. I feel like he hasn't really won anything big, and he hasn't. And it looks like Carlito's closing in on the victory, right? And then here comes Elektra Lopez from NXT. I guess she was formerly in Legado de Fantasma when it was in its prime in NXT, and now she's only making it better. She distracts Carlito by taking out Selena Vega off the apron as Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro fight Humberto and Angel. Santos Escobar is able to take advantage by rolling up Carlito and using the tights to win the match. Just like I said, they've been doing Carlito dirty. I mean, I know they got to make Legado de Fantasma look good, but at the expense of Carlito, that's not cool. This was a great freaking match and moment right here. Katana Chance and Kaden Carter went up against Asuka and Kyrie Sane, the Kabuki Warriors, for the Women's Tag Team Championships. I wasn't expecting much from this match, but wow, I really enjoyed this match. Kaden Carter, Katana Chance absolutely kicked butt. Looked like they were closing in on the victory, but they couldn't do it. Asuka and Kyrie Sane were way too much for them. In the end, we saw a double team maneuver from Asuka and Kyrie Sane. Asuka was holding Kaden Carter, and then Kyrie Sane was able to hit the insane elbow and land right on him, and 1, 2, 3. It was all over from there. We have new Women's Tag Team Champions. They get the pyro, they get the celebration with Io Sky, Dakota Kai, and Bayley, and Damage Control, adding more championships to their squad. They got the Women's Champion there, Io, now the Tag Team Champions, and if Bayley can win the Royal Rumble, my goodness, yes, that is my prediction to win the Women's Rumble is Bayley. Feel free to check out the prediction video once again if you guys did miss it. It is on the channel. Watch it before the Rumble happens, guys. See if we get those predictions right. But yeah, if Bayley wins that, Damage Control will be insanely on top. But once again, back to the match. I really enjoyed this tag match. I thought it delivered. I wasn't expecting much from it, and wow, it really did deliver. All night, superstars were pulling numbers from like a bingo cylinder mixer-upper thing, and Jimmy Uso was influenced by Paul Heyman to pull a number. Paul Heyman wants Jimmy Uso to win the Royal Rumble and fight Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. He was really pep talking Jimmy Uso backstage. That made Jimmy Uso go pull a number, and now Jimmy's in the Rumble. He's got a quest. He wants to fight Seth at Mania. A lot of people want to fight Seth at Mania because it's an easy target. He's got one leg. He's injured. The Final Testament were set to go face-to-face with the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley. We did see Scarlett go face-to-face with Bobby Lashley, and that was kind of just a distraction. Final Testament says Miami doesn't deserve a fight tonight, but the Street Profits say otherwise. They say, yep, well, they're going to get a fight. They jump over the top rope, they rush AOP, and then Scarlett rakes the eyes of Bobby Lashley because she was in the ring with him going face-to-face because Karrion Kross is a coward. And then after Bobby Lashley's blinded by Scarlett, here comes Karrion Kross, and then the Final Testament and AOP, they absolutely tear the house down, and they beat up the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley again. Literally again. How many times are they going to beat them up, bro? Literally. But I like I said, I'm curious to see where this group is going to go. But if they just keep beating up the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley every single week, I'm going to get insanely bored. But they do look pretty cool, especially in action figure form right here. No doubt about that. Austin Theory and Carmelo Hayes had a rematch here on SmackDown. Grayson Waller was on ringside trying to distract Carmelo Hayes multiple times during this match. In the end, we did see Austin Theory roll up Carmelo Hayes and use the tights. I was so shocked to see Austin Theory win here. I don't feel like he needed that victory at all. And then after the match, here comes Grayson Waller. He wanted a little piece of Carmelo, and so did Austin Theory. They start doing a 2-on-1 on Carmelo Hayes, and then here comes Carmelo Hayes' tag team partner this Tuesday night on NXT, Trick Williams, to help him out, fight off Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. I guess just building for their match at NXT. Not too bad at all. I like Carmelo Hayes. I like him on SmackDown. And I don't know why he's having another match in NXT. I thought he was an official SmackDown superstar. But anyways, this was pretty solid. It was our main event of the show, is Solo Sikoa going up against LA Knight 1-on-1. Jimmy Uso was on ringside for this match. This match was freaking amazing until it got interrupted by AJ Styles. AJ Styles jumps the barricade, hits a phenomenal forearm on LA Knight. Ding, ding, ding. The match is disqualified. He looked to soften up LA Knight before their match today for the Universal Championship. Jimmy Uso tried influencing AJ Styles with a steel chair, but nobody tells AJ Styles what to do, not even the Bloodline. AJ Styles starts beating up Solo and Jimmy with the chairs, and here comes Randy Orton. Randy Orton delivers an RKO to AJ Styles, a little payback from the beginning of the show. Randy Orton takes out Solo Sikoa. It's just an all-out brawl from here. And then to end the show, literally, right before it was about to end, Randy Orton's music hits, and I'm like, okay, he just hit that RKO on AJ. It's over. I forgot about LA Knight. Yeah. LA Knight hits a BFT on Randy Orton to close the show, proving that he is still 100% after this match against Solo for the Fatal 4-Way at the Royal Rumble. Fantastic stuff here to end the show. I really freaking enjoyed that. The match between Solo and LA Knight and the final brawl. It was freaking epic. You guys let me know what you guys thought about SmackDown and Raw down in the comment section down below. SmackDown this week, I am going to give a solid 6 out of 10. That's my ranking for SmackDown. There was some weak stuff, but there was also some good stuff. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below, and I'll see y'all next time. Stay tuned for the Royal Rumble review dropping tomorrow morning, and I'll see you guys next time. Bretto Live, signing out.